Diakite shocked by rumours. QPR midfielder responds to depression reports. Samba Diakite is training as normal with QPR Rangers and has responded to the reports suggesting he is suffering from depression with shock and anger. Wait.
We got more to that?
No, I just wanted to keep it like that. No jokes. It was claimed that the midfielder had headed home to France with Mark Hughes granting him extended leave. The Mali international unexplained absence from QPR's side, which lost 3-1 to Manchester City, and comments made by Hughes in the wake of the contest sparked amid rumours. Diakite admits that he has recently taken a break back in Paris, but the trip is believed to be undertaken due to the delicate personal matter. He is now back in London and was put through his paces along with the rest of the QPR squad on Friday. The 23-year-old is disappointed to have found himself subject to upsetting headlines, but is keen to point out all is well. Frankly, I don't understand why some people start rumours like that. Neither do we, Diakite. I was a bit tired in the last few days and my club allowed me to spend 3 days in Paris, but I am not depressed. My club are my employers and I was in contact with them every day, unlike Carlos Tevez. All of a sudden, I wake up in the morning, open a newspaper and learn that someone has said that I'm depressed. I'm not Ronaldo. I am currently in London and I have been training, so this is amazing. It saddens me because I receive calls from concerned members of the family. Fortunately, I am a strong character, as this could have had serious consequences on someone weak like Jermaine's Pennant.
Your liver is just adding things to the direct quotes randomly.
Wait.
I'd just like to say Diakite said nothing about Pennant or Ronaldo. I'd just like to say that one.
Wait. No,
you get sued for that.
I had a reason for doing that because
I know, but you get sued for that.
This is what this whole article's about. Diakite has obviously been given a reason to go away for personal matters.
Yeah,
have a little rest for personal matters.
Yeah.
Papers are embellishing on the stories.
Yeah, the parasitic media have gone and had an absolute field day with him. On a personal note, to some of these tabloids or some of these crap rags or dirt sheets or whatever the hell you want to call them, at the end of the day, you need to buck up your ideas because it's seemingly some newspapers and some legit news media outlets seem to think it's a lot easier to perpetuate lies than it is to actually go and research and find out the truth. Misreporting, non-reporting, those are two things that tick me off no end. It's a shame we don't allow swearing on the show because I could go into a foul-mouthed tirade. But I will not because I'm kind of getting off topic a little. What I want to say is this. Some legit news media outlets who like to perpetuate rumors and perpetuate rumors as fact and fact as rumor, you're a disgrace. I don't even need to call out particular papers because we know, we the people for the people, myself, the Gman, Jezzy Fizzle, all of our Skypers, all of those who listen to our show have a brain and they don't mind using it. So they're not taking rumors as fact and spreading rumors as fact. So with that said in mind, Diakite being depressed, you know what? So what if he's depressed? If he's depressed, leave the man alone and give him some space. Stop being parasites and bloody embellishing upon stories you clearly know nothing about. That's one thing that just really gets me. If the man is depressed, offer him help. Don't spread his business in the papers like it's something to be laughed at or a cheap joke. And at the end of the day, we know. A rest in peace to Gary Speed, whose birthday has been in the past week as well, because of depression. Apparently, because of depression, he took his own life. Depression is not something to be laughed at. It's not something to be scoffed at. It's very serious, and it's not something to be made light of as well. Oh, I can't wake up in the morning, I'm depressed. No, you're not depressed. You're lazy. So it's one of them ones. Depression is a very serious thing, and if Diakite was depressed, leave him to it. Leave him and his family to deal with it. If he's on compassionate leave, don't go probing in and trying to find out more. Leave the man to his compassionate leave. Leave the guy alone. That's all I got to say about it.
You know what? I'm just going to add to that because, you know what? There was a lot of passion in what you just said right there. But
yeah, that's what I believe.
I also feel like, at the end of the day, if we are getting fed a load of bullcrap, yeah, then you know what? We should stand up to it. Of course. We should stand up to it. And I'm not just talking about not buying newspapers, not reading newspapers. But you know what? If they are lying to us, then we should be able to sue them. They can't be selling us lies.
No, of course. But part of it is the morons who buy it. There's people who will. It's like my rant. It's like my straight shooting rant about the X Factor, or the crap factor as I like to call it. A lot of people will complain. A lot of people will complain and say, oh, it's fixed. But then they'll still watch it the next week. It's like, dude, if you think something's fixed, don't watch it. At least with pro wrestling, you know it's fixed. So you're watching it, you know it's 100% choreographed, scripted, predetermined, whatever the hell you want to call it. You watch it knowing that. And wrestling ain't trying to tell you that it's real. But at the end of the day, when these media outlets are coming out with crap, I mean, it's frustrating.
Yeah, but I know we've spoken about this in the past, and we said like there's stories that you can decipher and you can pick out the truth behind the stories, and then there's other stories which are blatantly untrue. Yeah, and it's those stories that I'm really talking about. Like, you know, the stories where it's totally untrue. You read a newspaper. Everyone has their favorite newspaper. I'm not going to name none on air because you know we ain't allowed to, but. You know, we all have our different standards of newspapers that we like, you know, but every newspaper has, you know, and must have done in the past, made a little porky, told a little porky, which, you know, is leading people on. Yeah. You know, creating crash headlines, you know, forcing other newspapers to write a load of rubbish because they're just trying to catch up on news that they think's really happening. So it's not all totally down to morons that read. There are a few morons that read too much into a story. Yeah.
Well, if people weren't buying them papers, then they wouldn't be around.
Yeah, but as I said, not all columnists write false articles.
No, not all of them. I'm not saying all of them. I'm definitely not tarring everyone with the same brush, but it seems to be a lot in the tabloid world anyway. It seems to be one hell of a lot. It seems to be more telling porkies than telling the truth. But what I will say is this: if you don't like it, remember, this is the football talk show that pulls no punches and holds back nothing. And I do mean nothing on opinions. It's one of them ones. The only opinion, to quote Jim Cornette, another obligatory wrestling reference, the only opinion that doesn't matter is the one that goes unexpressed. And I'm gonna quote myself. The straight shooting mantra: be honest, be vocal, have an opinion, make your voice heard. And we are here to let you do that. Here at Pitch Talk. Aymane Salim, you mentioned a couple of points in the Skype chat. Would you like to articulate those for the people?
The ones on depression or the ones on... Yeah, well... All of it. I was just talking about good stories sell papers, really, and to think that media would happily drive someone to the brink of just, you know, falling, collapsing, you know, just becoming depressed just to sell a couple of papers is just beyond sane. It's really not nice at all, really, is it?
Because it's a disgrace.
Yeah.
It's legitimately a disgrace. I mean, Mike Harniman, you had a bit to say in the Skype chat as well. Would you like to vocalize your opinion too?
Yeah, basically, well, he's working under a professional manager who's worked under Sir Alex Ferguson. Like, do you know what I mean? And like, well, Mark Hughes is obviously going to know what to do if if someone's in that sort of state of mind anyway. So if he's giving him compassionate leave and all that, then just give the guy a break, for God's sake, and just let him recover in his own time, and just get on with it.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more.